Good, 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 good. All right, it should work now. It should work. It should work now. It should work now. Breaking news: threatening to mobilize Minnesota National Guard to keep the federal. Uh, hold on. Wait, it should not lag now. Hopefully, inshallah, inshallah. No lag, no lag, no lag, no lag, no lag, no lag, no lag. Inshallah, bro. Should not lag at all. Alright, good, 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 good. It's late. I know. I know, I know, I know. As if being this late wasn't enough. Well, at this point, I think if I don't fix this going into February, I'm gonna have to do a forfeit, man. I'm gonna have to either cut my hair or eat bisbas or something, because this is not acceptable, man. This is not acceptable. Okay. Oh, are these? Yeah, I was talking about this sheikh. I was talking about this sheikh. Hold on, let me go to his account, because I've only seen him twice, bro. I've only seen him tell someone to go to hell twice, and it was both on Israel. This time Somaliland was involved. Hold on, let me try to find it. Where is it? Yeah, this is the video. This is the clip that I've seen. Apparently, why is it not included in the video that we watched earlier? Anyways, let's see this. Let's see this. This is the clip that I saw. Oh, oh, bro, this felt like a setup. This Loki felt like a setup. Wait, was he looking at it when he said that? Was he looking at it? Oh my god. Bro, you can tell by his face, bro. He's so conflicted. He does not like what he's hearing, but he's just like, desperate, bro. I don't know. This is the face of a man that is conflicted, bro. This is the face of a man that is like, fuck. Ugh, I know I'm doing the wrong thing, but fuck it. I'll do it anyway. You're too comfortable? Yeah, I know, I know. Wait, you can't hear it. But you can't hear the audio, right? Hold on. I
Unlike Palestine, Somaliland is not a virtual state. It's a functioning state. Somaliland is a fully functioning country based on the principles of international law. Somaliland is and has
there.
been
You look stupid there. Yeah.
a stable democracy for nearly 35 years.
Ugh.
It has democratic elections, most recently in November 2024, and peaceful transitions of power. It's pro-Western and friendly to Israel.
Oh god, it's pro-Western and friendly to Israel, bro. Get out of here. But yeah, this is what Dr. Umar Suleiman said about this. You both can go to hell, and I don't mean hell in quotes, like like an actual hell. Sincerely, a Palestinian. That's crazy. Coming from this guy, bro. Coming from this, if you know this doctor, he is the most peaceful person you will ever meet, bro. He's the most peaceful, soft-spoken, kind sheikh out there, bro. For him to say this is crazy. It's crazy. And the comments are wild too, bro. The comments are wild. Somalia supported this message. Anyways.
State. Somaliland is a
Why did he look?
fully functioning country,
Why did he look at him like that though?
unlike Palestine. Palestine.
Oh, come on.
Somaliland.
Yeah, it was annoying. This whole thing was annoying. But I guess he was getting a lot of people. He posted this 13 hours ago again, normalizing with a genocidal apartheid state, normalizing with a genocidal apartheid state of Israel's complicity, not diplomacy. I could unequivocally condemn every country, Arab or non-Arab, Muslim or non-Muslim, that does so. No flag, faith, or aspiration excuses the participation in our occupation. Yeah, I'm guessing there's a lot of people defending it. There was a lot of people calling him a hypocrite because he didn't say the same about UAE or Turkey, and they deal with Israel. He didn't say none of that stuff. I don't know. Maybe people were comparing it. People were using whataboutisms, and he had to make this tweet. Yeah. Yeah. There's kind of some truth to it, but it doesn't, they're not going to this extreme. Come on, man. I don't think, even though Turkey is kind of low-key deal with Israel, they're making, money together. They're doing trade together, but they were not this explicit, bro. They never had the audacity to do
Unlike
this.
Palestine.
They never had,
Palestine.
yeah, they never had the audacity to do this with Turkey or the UAE, bro. I mean, what did you expect from Israel? It, I definitely did expect this. No, this is I think they're testing their limit, bro. They're testing their limit with Somaliland. They're trying to really test their limit with Somaliland, or how far they are willing to go to get recognition from Israel or to get recognition from the rest of the world. And this was a test. This right here was a
Unlike
test.
Palestine. Palestine.
Look, that right there was a test. If they're gonna speak out on it, or if they're gonna, that right there was a test. How bad are you willing to, how far are you willing to go to get recognition? To do that and look at him directly in the eyes, that was a challenge right there. That was a challenge. That was like, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want this recognition? This is one, bro. This will test any. I don't know if he failed or passed. I guess we'll find out in the future. And that's why I said, bro, this guy looked so conflicted. Like, you can clearly tell he does not agree with this. He doesn't agree with this, and like, you can tell by his face, by his expression, this was low key. This was low key an ambush. This guy. I promise you, bro. I promise you, I can bet my whole life savings, and it's not that much, that this guy did not know he was gonna say that. That's why he looked so conflicted. I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So having brain farts. But yeah, this was a test. Israel always does this. Yeah, and he kind of failed it. He kind of failed it. I think he should spoke on it. Like he should say something along the lines of we do support our Palestinian and we support two-state solution. And he should have addressed this part. He should have not have let it slide. That's what I think. But he failed. He failed. He failed. And I don't blame him. He got ambushed. I don't think he knew what he was getting himself into. Don't even, I'm this close to crash out. Yeah.
Somaliland is not a virtual state. It's a functioning state.
You're smart. I didn't notice that. Thief, we're gonna have to fight. What do you thought I was dumb? Wait, what makes you say that? What makes you say that? Oh, W. Gaza. Yeah. This was crazy. This was crazy, bro. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Next time he has to be very careful, bro. Next time he has to be very careful. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about this. Wait, why is Semenyo inside it and Minnesota trending? Why is Minnesota trending? What's going on? What's happening there? Don't tell me it's about the fraud again. This happened under the watch of the Somali government, and nothing was done to stop it. This is exactly what I said. Why was the plane carrying this cursed individual allowed to land in the first place? This is exactly what I was thinking too. The Somali airspace is under the authority of the federal government. So how did this happen and who authorized it? This is a good question, bro. This is a good question. I rather have someone authorize this and be corrupted and authorize this than not knowing this happened at all. Cause that looks really weak. That looks really weak. I'd rather have a powerful government that is corrupted than a weak government that doesn't even know who the fuck is flowing into their country. That sounds bad. That sounds bad. Okay, this failed state of Somalia. Attack Somaliland, fix Somalia. Oh god. Bro, they don't see you as any different. They're not gonna look at you and be like, "Oh no, he's not a Somali. He's not from Somalia. He's a lander." Come on. Now, because all of it makes sense. I mean, every time it makes sense after we watch it here, but didn't pick on the test. Yeah, I mean, that's what it looked like to me. Yeah, the whole visa thing wasn't. It just doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense. How did this guy fly into Somaliland, into Somali federal into Somali controlled airspace? If Somali doesn't even recognize, let's say he has another passport. Let's say he has a U.S. passport or a passport that is in Israel. Let's say that could be a possibility that he flown into Somaliland with that passport, right? But could they have not known? Could they have not? I mean, yeah. At the same time, I don't think he would declare it. I don't know. The Somali government needs to make a statement on this. How did this guy flow into this country? They could just play it safe and say he did not use a diplomatic passport. He just used a different passport that wasn't Israel, because it would not make any sense for him to fly into Somalia or Somaliland with Israeli passport if Somalia doesn't recognize it, especially if Somalia controls the Somaliland airspace. It doesn't make any sense. This just makes us look weak. This just makes Somalia look weak. But I guess it doesn't make any sense. I'm telling you that they're testing him, and the way I'm gonna run with this and tell my mom tomorrow. Yeah, they were testing him. They were testing him. How bad he really wants it. I mean, yeah. But I just know for sure. I just know for sure that he did not know he was gonna say that. I know that for sure, bro. Cause you could look at his, you could just tell by his face, bro. He was kind of shocked. He was having, it was having brain farts. Like, what the fuck is going on? This wasn't part of the script. What makes you say that? Anyways, yeah. Wait, is this another clip? Is this another clip, or is this the same clip that is going around? Isaac will go down in history as traitors, like their forefathers. Oh, this is getting deep. All Arabs and Muslims in the world know them as non-Somalis. Now this is getting deeper. Is this another clip?
Unlike Palestine,
Yeah, it's the same clip.
Palestine.
Nah, bro, how can you look at... Ah. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna just leave it here. Bro, Minnesota's trending. Minneapolis is trending. I don't know why. I don't know why. What's happening? I think those ICE raids. ICE kill. Oh, yeah, this is why it is trending. By Micah. Hold on. Hold on, what happened? Minneapolis is trending. ICE has killed an American citizen.
No! No! Shame!
Ooh!
Shame! Oh my fucking god! What the fuck? What the fuck? You just fucking... What the fuck did you do?
Whoa, 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 whoa. I think I saw a slow motion video of this. Wait, who shot who? Hold on. Why is the car sideways on the road?
No!
Oh yeah, he drew his gun. I don't know if you can see. Hold on, let me replay this real quick. Like he drew his gun. Like that guy behind, not this guy, that guy over there. Hold on, I don't know if you can see it. Hold on, I saw a slow motion video of this, so this makes more sense to me now.
No!
There's one, two, and there's another guy that's gonna be right behind this guy. Yeah, that guy right there. See? He drew his gun. Like the gun is out. The gun is out.
Oh, shit!
Yeah, and he's gonna shoot through the windshield. Pow! There you go. That guy shot him. That guy right there shot him, bro. And I'm guessing he probably hit somewhere around here. Because the car was turning to the right. And he had a clear shot. Whoa, that's 3 shots. Wait, how many shots is that? Wait, hold on. Oh, that's 3 shots. 3 shots.
Oh my fucking
Yeah, he was already dead. No one's controlling that car.
god! What the fuck? What the fuck? You just fucking, what the fuck did you do?
What the hell? That's crazy. Wait, what are people saying? That's crazy. Attempting to run over an officer is a lethal threat and action consequence. I don't know, bro. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, but yeah, this does not look like a self-defense, bro. You can easily get out of the way. You can easily get out of the way, bro. I don't think that doesn't justify shooting a man 3 times in the flipping chest. It doesn't justify it anywhere. Citizen or non-citizen, bro. It doesn't, like, you can, like, he shot 2 more times while he was standing right next to the car. He wasn't even in front of the car. Hold on, let me play this clip. Let me just watch it. Hold on.
No! No!
Alright. He drew the gun. It doesn't make any sense. You can easily get out of the way.
Oh shit!
Yeah. 2 more shots. 2 more shots while the car is not even a threat to you anymore. Anyway, this is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, is this why Minneapolis was trending? Okay, all right. Some people, of course, there's always going to be 2 sides to this, right? There's always going to be people that are defending the officer, and there's always going to be people that are, criticizing the officer, of course. The woman was evading arrest and dragged out one agent with his arms inside the car. Why was his arm inside the car then? What? Leave out the fact that she tried running over a federal officer. That's that is crazy. That is crazy. I mean, she did low-key try to run away, but I don't know about, if that deserves to. I don't know. I really don't know, bro. Was that the only angle? Was that the only? Hold on. Tension exploded in Minnesota between ICE and leftist riders. Trump drops the hammer. All right, Trump is Bro, this guy is so active, bro. He already made a video on it.
My fellow Americans, it is with overwhelming enthusiasm that I am declaring that anyone who protests or interferes with ICE and their operations is officially gay, big time.
I thought it was real. What the fuck? I thought it was real. Yeah, I thought oh god, man, they got me, man. Yeah, I thought this video was way too fast up. Way too fast for him to even release it. And he's fast with videos or content.
With that being said, go ahead and call your dads, tell them about your alternative lifestyle as a gay communist.
That's
and
crazy.
then, who knows, maybe eat a lollipop. I don't know what flamers do with their time, but I'd imagine it's something along those lines. Maybe decorate a bathroom, who knows?
Decorator, that's crazy. What did the guy do? I think I think he was stopped by ICE, and he tried to run away from ICE. That's what I think happened.
Concerned. that I have been told that a woman who was sitting
Minnesota Police Officer Chief now says the woman who was shot by ICE has died.
in her car
Oh, she
walking
died.
the street and not the target of any enforcement activity is now deceased.
Wait, hold on.
I am obviously very concerned that I have been told that a woman who was sitting in her car blocking the street and not the target of any enforcement activity is now deceased.
Where she was not even the target. Wait, did they shot someone on the street? Hold on, I know I'm making it. But yeah, I don't think, no, it's not Somali. Not Somali. It is not Somali. It is not Somali. Leftist riders have successfully chased out Minneapolis police by breaking their windows, throwing objects, and kicking their vehicle.
The officers are leaving. So again, I believe it was a state patrol, and we did see some MPD officers who were leaving that scene. Hennepin County telling us that their sheriff's deputies have not been on that scene, but it looks like as officers are leaving the scene, just having some protesters or bystanders, agitators throwing some snowballs at them as they leave. We saw this earlier.
We did.
Well.
Yep, we saw this exact thing earlier, and this was targeted toward ICE agents at that particular time. But now, as you mentioned, this is MPD, BCA was on scene, the Sheriff's Department as well. And as this street is opening up here, you can see a lot of these.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, that's why it was trending. Okay, makes sense. Good job, ICE. What? Oh. Bro, I don't understand these type. Bro, what the wait. Let's say the person was actually trying to run over the officer, and the officer had every right to shoot that person and kill them. Why would you still celebrate that, bro? Why would you? This is so insensitive. Good job, ICE. Oh God. Anyways, I'm gonna move on from this. It pisses me off, bro. People have no sympathy. What the hell's going on? Najat, is she Somali? This man is not heterosexual male. Sex is for making children. Any man who has sex with a woman because it feels good is gay. Oh, my pee-pee feels good. This is great. In fact, if you're 40 with less than 5 children, you're probably gay. All that feel good pee-pee sex. Oh God, what the hell am I reading, bro? And hardly any genetic legacy. How did you know I'm Somali? Alright, bro. Here's a Somali girl. Yeah, this is good. This is good. This is good, but I think we're losing the battle if we're focused on our looks too much, bro. I think we're losing the battle if we're focused too much on our looks. Who cares, bro? I've seen a video. I've seen a guy on my. I don't know if you can, hold on. Hopefully, I can find that video. I think we should focus more on what we bring to the world. That we should become CEOs, buy companies, do this. This is not a way to defend Somalis. How did you know I'm Somali? Because we're pretty. Yeah. I've seen a video of a guy that said, a TikToker that said, we're under the heat now. If you're Somali and you're ugly, don't make videos, please. People are gonna make fun of us. You already fell into their trap. If you actually believe that, and that's how you like that, if you believe that and you're telling your Somali brothers or sisters to, if they don't look good, they should not make videos. I don't know. It was a random video that I saw, bro, and the guy took down the video. But that was bad, bro. That was, if you're already, bro, if you think that, you already lost. If they made you believe that, you already lost, bro. If you're, now that's not what we should be focusing on. Anyways, where's that video? Never mind. He took it down. What does Fafo mean? I don't know. It was the guy's username. I don't know what that means.
بخل دولار اسميه 8 دقيقة حديث واي كان شخ دليفري الله تصنع وجد انا قرياش هلقلقيها استدي ساحب شنطاس بخل وحاكو سمي انا جولد تريد جريناي والله 5 دقيقة حديث شم
I'm from Minneapolis, and Somalians are just part of culture here. As far back as I can remember, I've always seen Somalians. And in these past 5 years, the population increased so much. It went from seeing them to them feeling like the majority a lot of places that I go. And also, over the past few years, I've noticed that I see a lot of them with new cars. So I'm a handyman, and I worked on a lot of Section 8 housing to make sure they're up to standard. And one thing I've noticed when I go see Section 8 houses, one, it's usually a Somali family. What I mean, usually it's 9 times out of 10. And those houses usually have new cars in the front. I mean cars with an S, multiple new cars. And what I mean usually is like 8 out of 10 Somali houses, I've seen that. And I always wondered how someone on Section 8 can afford multiple new cars.
Anyways, why did I open...
Special announcement to make. Your boy's going to be joining the fitness space.
You're joking. Not another one?
Main aim with this is just to get out of my comfort zone, because if you know me in real life...
I'm terrified of people. And I'm very shy.
Oh God. What else is new? What else is new?
Я Якущенко Дмитрий Юрьевич, 78-го года рождения. Родился в Республике Крым. Отправился на фронт в рядах ЧВК «Вагнер». Находясь на передке, я понял, что это не моя война.
Oh, I don't want to hear about bullet fired from a Charlie 4 o'clock ever again. I hate this spotlight. It was fun at first, but enough time has gone, and it's right for them to leave us alone. Nah, they're not. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. Well, this was crazy. This was crazy. I don't know if you watched. There's no blood. No blood in here. No blood. Somalilanders might be the only Muslim population in the world that are Zionist. While population in countries like Morocco continue to oppose Zionism despite their government betrayal, Somalilanders are quite literally praying to the Star of David.
Access those services, or any Somalis as United States members of Congress. They have the same right to access services, and we're talking about U.S. citizens. Let me also just clarify, Mr. Hudson, you said in your opening remarks that I had said that no fraud exists, and I think you can feel free to run the tape. That's not exactly not what I said. What I have been talking about, what's important for us to remember, is that wherever fraud exists, we should take it on, and we should hold folks accountable. And when people commit fraud, and people get hurt.
His body was wax? Wait, who?
There's going to be repercussions, as there should be. We can all agree to that. We want to hold fraudsters.
That's what you do it. You see that shit? That's pure D gangsta.
Bro, I don't like watching those videos, those oops videos, man.
The things that you say, I do think, okay, he doesn't take into account family. Like, it's just Nick. Nick is in his own world, which can be.
Mr. Gideon Saar is today visiting Somaliland. Last month, Israel said it officially recognized.
Wait, what is this? Somalian propagandist makes an utter fool of himself on live TV. Goes on mad. Try to get Israel loses track of the question was. Then begs the interviewer to start over. No.
The Israeli Foreign Minister Gideon Saar is today visiting Somaliland. Last month, Israel said it officially recognized Somaliland, making it the first country to do so. What do you think Israel is trying to achieve here?
Good question.
Thank you, Tom, for inviting me this program.
Well, he didn't even listen to the question once.
Israel has multiple objectives, you know, to achieve for this move. Number one is Israel has been a constant debate about how Israeli government is trying to violate international law by massacring, you know, over 70,000 Palestinians in Gaza and displacing many more. And the whole world has rejected Israel's genocidal, under Netanyahu, where it has done so many things, to isolate and blockade Gaza Strip and
what is he saying? What?
And try to, shift the narratives of the media world and
Wait, bro asked what does Israel gain from recognizing Somaliland, and this guy said they killed babies. The world doesn't like them. What?
throw that narrative to outside of its area by. Can I repeat this answer? Because
just keep going, bro.
Yeah, sure. Okay, we'll start again. Sorry, just 1 second.
Thank you, Tom.
Bro said, yeah, man, I fucked up, bro. Can I repeat it again? La ilaha illallah. He doesn't know how to weave, bro. Weave. He doesn't know how to dodge questions. You could have just kept going, broski. Bro said, fuck. What am I talking about? How does Israel gain from recognizing Somaliland? First of all, they killed a lot of babies. They're fucking horrible. No one likes them. Oh, fuck. I shouldn't have said that. Can I start over, please? Oh, God. Oh, God.
Thank you, Tom, for inviting me to this program. Israel has multiple objectives to achieve for this move.
Oh, God. Oh, God, bro. Ay, ay, ay. What the hell? Iranian police assassinated in a drive-by ambush. Why? What is happening today, man? What the fuck is going on?
To ICE?
Mayor Frey tells ICE to get the F out of Minneapolis.
And I have a message for ICE.
Imagine the Somali guy won. That would have been crazy, huh? I don't think he would have said this though. I think he would have, tried to stay low key.
To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite. People are being hurt. Families are being ripped apart. Long-term Minneapolis residents that have contributed so greatly to our city, to our culture, to our economy are being terrorized, and now somebody is dead. That's on you. And it's also on you to leave. It's on you to make sure that further damage, further loss of life and injury is not done.
Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. Wait, what? A high-level delegation from Somaliland National Security Agency. Somaliland has a national security agency? I did not know this. The Ministry of Defense has arrived this evening in the capital of the United States of Washington, D.C. Oh, of course it's posted by Ridwan Guled, bro. Probably a lander. That's crazy. Oh, this is the lady that got killed by ICE. A Christian mother of two was shot twice in the head by ICE agent for non-compliance. Shot in the head twice is crazy. So it was not a Somali thief. It was this lady, bro. Wait, okay, I'm so confused. Not to sound like I'm, generalizing people, but why would they think she's an illegal immigrant? She does not look like an illegal immigrant. I don't know. Not that. No, it sounds kind of racist to say illegal immigrants are mostly brown, but she does not look like a typical ICE, target. Oh, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. It's over for the Trump administration. Wait, what did Trump say? Homeland Security. He said, "Stand with ICE." I just viewed a clip of the event, which took place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It was a horrible thing to watch. The woman was screaming, obviously a professional agitator. What? Oh God. Oh, this guy can't stop making fun of people that died. What is wrong with him? And the woman driving the car was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting, who then violently, willfully, and viciously ran over. No, she did not ran over the ICE officer. What the fuck is? Did we watch the same clip? Did we watch the same? When she ran over the guy? How is he shooting? How is he firing shots if he was ran over? Who seemed to have shot her in a self-defense based on the clips of the attached clips. I mean, is it the same clips that we watched, or is it a different clip? Maybe there's a different clip. I don't know, but he definitely was not ran over. It's hard to believe he's alive, but now recovering in the hospital. Okay, the guy's sympathizing with the cop that shot the person. Maybe there's a different clip. I will just give him the benefit of the doubt, man. Maybe there's a different clip, another clip, because this makes no sense. Based on the clip attached, it's hard to believe that he's alive, but he's recovering in the hospital. The situation is being studied in its entirety. But the reason for the incident happening is because a radical left is threatening assaulting. Bro, it was always that, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. Wallahi, being on X is not good for your health. What the fuck am I watching? Why is this video stressing me out, bro? What is this guy doing here?
Saying we, and I'm not trying to be weird and
breaking it, right. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna just move on from this. Yeah, bro, everyone's talking about this today, huh? That's crazy. Everyone's against it, except Trump, of course.
Out of Minneapolis is horrific. This is one part of what has been a year full of cruelty. And we know that when ICE agents attack immigrants, they attack every single one of us across this country. And this is a city and will always be a city.
He does have that Kamala head nod. Every time he says a sentence, he's like, it reminds me of Kamala, bro.
That stands up for immigrants across the 5 boroughs. And I have made it clear to everyone within my city government, and that extends to NYPD, that we are going to uphold our sanctuary city policies. We are going to adhere to them. That is why one of the 11 executive orders that we signed was to repeal the previous administration's order to allow for collaboration with ICE on Rikers Island. What we are going to be doing is following the laws that we have set, laws which have kept New Yorkers safe. And we are going...
This is off topic, but why do they not say this flag kind of resembles the Indian flag? Why do they never say that? They said the same thing about the Minnesota flag. Why do they not say this flag is representing kind of similar to... Does it? I don't know. This is off topic anyways.
Going to make it clear to each and every person in the city what their rights are. That's why we took the time to make a Know Your Rights video, because it goes back to the earlier question. If you don't know of your rights, then how can you be expected to actually use those rights? So we are going to take every
Anyways, what the fuck am I seeing? Oh yeah, this is the slowed down video. This is the slowed down video. This is the slowed down video. Oh, he draws the gun. And pew. Yeah, there you go. This is the video that I saw earlier.
Tattoo. Let me see this fucking shit.
Yeah.
Get the fuck in your truck and get the fuck out of this city, dog.
Wait, I just got caught off duty with a Nazi tattoo. What?
I mean it, bro. Don't make me fucking get on the phone and start calling people, because I'll have half this fucking city come down here and take you the fuck apart.
Well, dude, I'm not even from nowhere around. We just come
Fuck
through.
off, Nazi. Get in your truck and leave.
Oh, I can't hold my eyes off his you, Tora, buddy. You better